Morning all. I've been exercised lately by the whole issue of republicanism and the monarchy, and I wrote a poem which I published on my blog recently, and that has generated some discussion and has led me back to looking at some readings that I got into when I was a student at Ruskin College way back in the 1980s. I was introduced to Gerard Winstanley by David Selborne, who was one of the lecturers at Ruskin while I was there. And Gerard Winstanley, for those who don't know, was the leader and main writer for the True Levellers, commonly known as the Diggers. People who are interested in Billy Bragg will know about the Diggers from his recording of the Diggers song, and also Chumbawamba's much better version, which uses the original wording of the Diggers song written by Gerard Winstanley. Winstanley published a number of pamphlets during the 1640s and 50s, and they still have a ring of truth about them even today. And anyway, I'd like to read a quotation from one of his pamphlets entitled "A Declaration from the Poor Oppressed People of England." This declaration was addressed directly to the monarch, and so you should see it as a conversation between Winstanley and the monarch. And it's my belief we should be having this same conversation with the monarch and all of their minions, the dukes and the duchesses, the lords and ladies, the landed gentry in the UK, who occupy their position in society through the use of terror and plunder. Okay, and murder. So this is what Winstanley said way back in the 1640s, and I hope you recognise the truth within it. He says, "The power of enclosing land and owning property was brought into the creation by your ancestors by the sword, which first did murder their fellow creatures, men, and after plunder or steal away their land, and left this land successively to you, their children. And therefore, though you did not kill or thieve, yet you hold that cursed thing in your hand by the power of the sword. And so you justify the wicked deeds of your fathers, and that sin of your fathers shall be visited upon the head of you and your children to the third and fourth generations, and longer too, till your bloody and thieving power be rooted out of the land." So there we are. The Queen, the Duke of Buccleuch, the Duke of Westminster, all these other landowners, Prince Charles, the landed gentry as a whole, they all occupy their vaunted positions in society because of their use of bloody and thieving power over generations. All of the land that they occupy was stolen from the people of this country, and as far as I'm concerned, Tony Benn and his campaign to bring about the reformation and the abolition of the Land Enclosure Acts, which gave most of these ne'er-do-wells their lands, they should be abolished immediately. I agree with Tony Benn on that. Let's abolish the Land Enclosure Acts. Let's abolish the monarchy. Let's have a People's Republic. I'm not stupid. I realise that it's not likely to happen, but it's interesting to note that this debate and discussion has been going on for a long time. People still have an inbuilt memory of the fact that that land is their land and rightly belongs to them, or should I say rightly belongs to us, and the profit from that land should be spent on improving the lot of us, everybody, not just the few who occupy the position occupied by the landed gentry. Okay, rant over. Have a nice day. Sun shining out there. I might go out in a minute. Right, bye.